to all the participants and very good evening. I take this opportunity to introduce our the great entrepreneur, Mr. Udayan Soni. He is native from Gujarat, but now for working purpose he is settled in Congo in Africa. He is a civil engineer by profession since 1980, and at present he is deputed as a chief civil engineer at Cheone Builders in Congo. As a civil engineer, he has executed different types of projects in civil construction like residential townships, villas, commercial complexes, and even the BRTS, the auditoriums, two structures. He has participated in a training course on ferrocement for rural development symposium at Ranchi in India, and which was organized by Indian Institute of Technology of Bangkok, Thailand, way back in 1984. Total the focus changed towards the ferrocement, and he was attracted towards this technology, and then further life he totally devoted in maximizing the constructions in ferrocement technology only. So he got breakthrough for ferrocement structure in '88 for a garden restaurant project named Picnic Park in Jamnagar, in Gujarat, where he constructed few domes by ferrocement technology. Of course, we will be seeing those in his presentation. Other three generations, his father was also a professor in Gujarat University, and his son Dhruwil Soni, he is also working in projects on ferrocement since 2007. Uh, has till as on today, they have executed the different types of structures with applications of this ferrocement technology. Uh, Domes having diameters ranging from 16 foot to 48 feet. He has constructed the elevations of the apartment, the shopping malls, huge bus stands like GSRTC at Vadodara, and the sculptures from height 5 feet to 25 feet. Even the most important work was the rehabilitation of the villages in Bhuj at the time of that earthquake. That important work he has done way back in 2001, and many such works he has constructed in other states of India also. Recently, he has constructed the elevations of ferrocement technology for the governor's office building at Kolwezi, Congo in Africa. I think with this introduction, we know that he is very much expert in ferrocement technology. So let us go through his presentation first, and then certainly we will get opportunity to interact with him with questions and answers.
Thank you very much, Rajendra Bhai, to just give the platform to present whatever the work I have done during my entire career since 1988 onwards. Basically, as you said, I am working as a civil engineer since 1980, and still I am here at Africa. And after that, in 1988, I got the first breakthrough at Picnic Park, Jamnagar. It was a garden restaurant basically, constructed very nearby Jamnagar, and we constructed some several domes out of ferro cement. That was the first project what I executed as with ferro cement technology. Uh, in this domes, what we did is super plinth was constructed with stone masonry, and superstructure was only a 40 dia GI pipes on all 8 corners of the octagon, and at the lintel level also there was a GI pipe of 40 same, and from that lintel we started the dome of ferro cement, which was 50 thick, and the basic component structural components were as usual 6 layer of chicken wire mesh, which was locally available in the market, uh, 28 gauge wire, and 20 to 25 mesh size. So 3 layers were placed on the above the TMT bar grid and 3 layers below. TMT bar were placed at 300 mm center to center of 8 mm TMT bar, and it was welded in the shape what we are able to see right now. It was a folded plate of a octagon shape, and then after preparing the entire structure in the shape with mesh and TMT bar, we just applied the mortar 1:2 above it, one part cement and 2 parts sand, and it was done in three consequent layers. First layer was just to fill all the gaps of mesh, and then second layer for top finish, and third layer for bottom finish. So in that way we prepared the entire structure. Same way we prepared some 3 to 4 domes, one for the entrance and remaining all for dining space outside the garden area. No. Next project. Yeah, these are the these were the other view from the outside only, and this the last one view is from inside the structure. So you can see the ceiling and finishes, and it starts from lintel level. So from the GI pipes only. Yeah. In 1988 only, at Satej Farm near Ahmedabad, we just had an experiment like this. We constructed two structure at the Satej Farm. One was a security cabin, which is just now visible in the photograph, and another was a storeroom. It was an existing storeroom in mud wall. So this security cabin particularly, we had tried just only 6 layer of the chicken wire mesh, no TMT bars, and supporting structure was from bamboo. And another structure we constructed was a mud wall. See, you can see the entire shape was formed by bamboo, and then it was wrapped with 6 layer of chicken wire mesh, 3 from outside, 3 from inside, and then the bamboo were also merged inside the mesh. So after plastering, after applying mortar, bamboo were not exposed to the atmosphere. This is a storeroom. It was existing over there, but it was constructed from mud mortar and bricks, and above that they just provided a GI sheet roofing, but that GI sheet roofing was damaged due to very heavy winds. So we just have a try over with ferro cement, and this structure is also existing today, and they are using as a store only. And here also what we did, that this is a size almost 10 feet in width and 16 feet in length. Only bamboo skeleton was created first, just beside the walls, and in the center also we applied some bamboo supports which were temporary, and on all edges also we fixed bamboo, and then after applying mortar and curing and everything was over, the temporary supports were removed. This is a view from the inside. You can see there was no bamboo supports. Yeah. Now next one is in 1991, we constructed in Pavapuri at Sirohi two dome structures were there. One was Maharaj Sahib, and second one was Sadhvi Maharaj Sahib. It was a Jain temple and Jain Tirth Stan. So the right side you see is for a Maharaj Sahib, which was of out to out size 48 feet, and the left side photograph, it is Sadhvi Maharaj Sahib. It is a out to out 35 feet octagon shape structure, and so it was a precast ribs, and after that ribs were cured and everything. We just constructed one mud wall for support up to the skylight of the dome. Reinforcement TMT bar first at 300 mm center to center both ways, and then above that 3 layers above and 3 layers below we placed, and then started application of the mortar 1:2 mortar. So in that manner we constructed this. This photograph is of a 35 feet dome for Sadhvi Maharaj Sahib, and in that way we constructed the entire structure, and after completion of all curing and everything to the main roof slab, no, we removed the mud wall from the center below the skylight. No, so they are used as a upashraya for. Yeah, this is the reef structure what we provided. You can see the all radial ribs on all eight point of the octagon shape and one rib in the intermediate in a radial direction. So in radial direction, total 16 ribs, and peripheral also we provided 5 feet, every 5 feet center to center, one rib, peripheral. So both way there were a rib structure by almost 5 feet by 5 feet flat space, and all ribs were precasted. We casted them below, then we joined them above, just placing on the mud wall support on the center and on the lintel. And then after joining all the ribs, we started the slab. Like that way we constructed this dome, both domes. That was also a very nice structure. Now in 1991 only, in Surat of Gujarat, we constructed these two funnel type domes. So they are reverse shape actually, and it was constructed for a gas refilling station. It was the first gas refilling station of its kind, and it was just a minute, sir. Yeah, it was the first gas refilling station of its kind, and it was constructed. We constructed two domes like this. One, both domes were of 20 feet by 20 feet in size at the top, and in the center there was a pipe structure for the support. That it was constructed from a GI pipes of 100 dia. At eight GI pipe were placed over there, which you can see in the photographs. So all four corner and all center of the side also. So in that way, the main 100 GI pipe structure was constructed, and there were peripheral pipe of 40 at every 3 feet center to center. And above that, straight away we place 8 dia at 300 center to center both ways, and it was applied 3 layers above and 3 layers below, and then we applied the mortar of 1:2. So the funnel was constructed, and in the center we provide a rainwater. So all the rainwater which was collected in the funnel, it was straight away drained out in a stormwater drainage on the main road. So that is how we constructed this two funnel structure. Now this one is also a very good application we had. It was a palatial look villa in Surgeon Society of Surat. It was after completion of the structure, you will feel that this is just out of stone masonry and stone carving. The entire structure, no, all shapes you can see. Normally we used to see in stone carving only, but we constructed it with RCC, and ferro cement was used as a shuttering to omit the cost of mold. Now the shape what we see of weathershed over here, it is we just developed the shuttering in this shape with help of ferro. Just we place all the reinforcement bar and welded it in the shape required. Then we fixed the 3 layer of the chicken wire mesh and applied the mortar. Once the curing was over, then entire regular RCC structure TMT bar we placed above it and then concreted it. So it is composite structure like that. Shuttering was ferro cement and regular RCC weathershed structure was there. So in this villa we have constructed many weathershed like these. Then some arch beams as what we see on the left side. Then false elevation column. They were taper columns. So at the bottom, the column size was 300, 400. Somewhere it was 600 dia, and at the top it was 230 mm dia, and it was in a taper shape like this. So if all columns we have to construct in RCC, we need mold for that. But we didn't prepare any mold. We just prepared the TMT bar, 8 mm TMT bar in this shape required. We welded them, then I applied the chicken wire mesh, and then applied mortar above it. After finishing of curing, we concreted the columns, beams, whatever prepared in the shape of this palatial look. So unique application was there. Total ferro cement was used as a shuttering to get this stone effect. No, so that is how we constructed. You can see the arch beam in the right side photograph. Arch beam is it was formed in the 8 mm. Then we welded it. Then after completion of the welding, we just place chicken wire mesh and then plaster above it. Then regular reinforcement of the beam also was placed and then concreted. So like that. All columns you see are taper columns. They were all done without mold. No mold was utilized for all these columns. Total more than 28 columns, elevation columns were there. Of all columns of different size, almost more than 8 different size. So if you can imagine how much mold we could have we required to construct, but we didn't spend a single rupee for that. Second best thing was there. A marketing man from Ambuja, he was regularly visiting our site, and always he was checking the rebound hammer test of all columns. So where we use M25, he was getting M40, M45. That strength he was getting in the column just because of the ferro cement's shuttering. No, so that was also a unique result was there. He was really very much surprised. He told that you are getting too much strength of the column. So this is one point where the people of our society who are doing lots of R&D, so they can just find out how we can increase the strength of the column, right? This is the column, as I explained. No, at bottom it is 500, 600 mm, and at the top it is 230 mm. It's a taper column only, right? So a unique application of the this ferro cement. Now this structure was just we constructed Babubhai Chambers in Surat only in 1993. The elevation of the structure was like a Roman elevation, and main interesting point of this structure was the column you are seeing is of 600 mm diameter column, and they are placed 8 feet cantilever from the main building, from first floor to second floor. So imagine if that size of a column to be constructed from RCC, how huge cost of construction would come to place the column on a 8 feet cantilever. So we constructed all this false column in elevation just with help of ferro cement. They are all hollow columns. Only skin is there. What we are seeing right now. Only skin is there. 50 mm totally skin is there, and inside absolutely hollow. So thus we saved a lot of structural cost in this just to give the this gorgeous elevation. No, in the next photograph you will able to see the columns are left side photograph. The columns are totally hollow, and the ground floor column is 8 feet inside. So this huge cantilever, though there was a huge cantilever, we saved a lot of construction cost for this building, no? Because the entire building number of columns are there of 600 mm diameter. So ground floor it was constructed from brick masonry, and above first floor all columns are hollow columns from ferro cement. Even all this triangular shape Roman look, they were also developed from ferro cement skin only, all 50 mm only. So that was the main interesting part of this building.
Upenji, you
This,
need to be a little faster. We have got still 15 minutes.
yeah. Now this, yeah, that's why what I have requested to Girish Bhai also, that today we can only cover up to 1996, and later on you please provide some more time. So I will prepare and share the thing. Now this structure, Sarva Dharma Mandir in Gramin Technic Kendra of Gumandev Rajpipla in Gujarat, it was constructed in two parts. First part of a very identical profile you can see on a left side is a garbhagruh, and second part is a meditation hall. Both roof are from ferro cement. The first part is unique in that way that there is no TMT bar inside. Only 6 layer of chicken wire mesh I have provided, and to support it, what we did that we just form this shape of profile with a temporary 16 dia TMT bars, and with support of normal wooden probes what we are getting in the market, and we form the entire shape. Then we placed chattai, which are made from bamboo material. We placed it and we tie it with winding wire, and above that we applied 6 layer of the chicken wire mesh. Then applied the mortar of 1:2. After all finishing of curing and everything, we remove the entire temporary structure below the chattai. So it is standing over there. No TMT bar is there. Only 6 layer of the chicken wire mesh and mortar is there in this left side garbhagruh roof, right? Garbhagruh roof. And the second roof is meditation. It was rested above 75 diameter pipe structure. It is in a semi-sphere shape, and there is one skylight in the center. All pipes are exposed. Straight away we form the shape on pipe. Above that we place TMT bar of 8 at 300 center to center both way, and they were welded in between the TMT bar, but it was not welded with pipe. They were free from the pipe. Then we placed the GI chicken wire mesh and applied it with mortar in 3 layers, what I have explained earlier also. And after finishing of the curing and everything, the pipes are totally exposed from the bottom. So they are open like that. It was a meditation hall for that particular institute. It was like a rural school of the Rajpipla. Yeah, Gramin Technic Kendra, technical school. So there were all different religion people, students were studying over there. So they developed this type of concept. So this is that temple, Sarva Dharma Mandir, right? These are different photographs. You can see the application of the mortar, what we started on the meditation hall. And left side upper part is the ceiling from the inside of garbhagruh. That typical profile what we developed for garbhagruh. Yeah. Next. Now this was Hanumanji temple. It was constructed in 1995. This temple also we had a 3 main dome and one sloping roof of for dining space. This structure was constructed of ground floor and first floor with traditional RCC brick masonry work, and above that we above the garbhagruh we constructed this dome. It is like a folded slab only, octagon shape. We first place our octagon shape of 400 high, and the center of the all shape again second octagon like that. We like a aperture of the camera, no? It is a design like aperture of the camera. So we had an entire dome of 40 feet height. So the overall height of the dome was from ground almost 68 feet. So that high it was. It was a huge structure. Hanuman temple near Tapi River. In 1995, this was a very good farmhouse project, Pratna Upan near Ahmedabad. And there were 4 civilizations they developed. One was Chinese, one was Roman, one was Egyptian, and one was Indian, like that. So Chinese, we constructed this gate. It was almost 50 feet in width, 50 feet in height, and 17 feet in depth. And the cutout in between was 22 feet by 22 feet. Entire structure, even vertical columns, all horizontal structural member, roof, everything is out of ferro cement. And more special one thing is, this was constructed in 1995. So at that time, AutoCAD came in the India, but people were not that master. I was also not knowing it, and they gave us 8 photographs of this Haupar Villa of Singapore, and just with help of the 8 photographs we constructed this. There was no working drawing for this structure, no. Just viewing the 8 photographs, we constructed this structure. We developed, we were doing the full scale drawing on the ground, and just achieving the shape what as it was in Haupar Villa, and we constructed it like that. Many sculptures we have. This is a laughing Buddha. This is Roman soldier. Then Sphinx. Sphinx is there. Egyptian Sphinx, and many more. Even we had a Chinese dragon also in the same. Chinese dragon also was there. Many sculptures we developed from ferro cement only. This is Prarthana Open 4 of the same organization. We developed artificial mountain structure over here. It was constructed above existing industrial shade. They removed the industries in from that shade, and only shade structure we utilized. It was a supporting structure, shade structure, and the entire elevation of an artificial mountain we created from ferro. So you can see some part as a waterfall was there. These cavities for waterfall, some cavities like gufa and everything, and inside also 30 to 40 rooms were there for their marketing office. It was also a farmhouse project. So inside view, if you will check, then it was all different rooms and offices, but you will have a feel that it is in a cave. So we develop all that shape with ferro cement only, and you will see that you will feel a cave type environment inside. All this random shape and everything, it was developed and achieved with ferro cement. In 1996, this was a Akalpe farmhouse for a Torrent group of Ahmedabad. It's a huge industrial group, and their main residence, it was constructed in Ahmedabad, and the circular staircase from RCC they constructed in the center of the building, that villa, and above that we provided this skylight of ferro cement. It is 30 feet in diameter. It is 1/4 of the semi-sphere shape, 30 feet in the diameter, and entire shape is developed from ferro cement. Even this weather shed also we constructed, it was from ferro cement. This is how we started. At the lintel level, at the terrace level, they provided a RCC beam, and from there we started our 8 mm bars at every 300 mm center to center, and we gave the entire shape of semi-sphere, 1/4 of the sphere, sorry, with the TMT bar, and then again 6 layer we applied, 3 above, 3 below, and plastered it. So this is how we constructed this 30 feet diameter of the 1/4 of the sphere. Yeah. This is a application of the mortar. After finishing of the mesh work and TMT bar work, started application of the mortar. Yeah. Next. This is a, yeah. Next. Yeah. Yeah. This was a staircase, RCC. They constructed it from RCC. It was a circular staircase. Above that, the skylight was provided with ferro cement. Right side, you can see the pergolas. in landscaping of the garden and outside area of the villa, all this pergola we constructed from ferro cement. They were done also precast. We casted all these reefs, horizontal and radial both, at ground level, then lifted it and placed on the location where they were required to be, and then finished the entire thing. So what we did, that we just applied the 2 layers of the mortar first at ground only, and after fixing of everything, we applied the final coat of the plaster above it, so it becomes homogeneous like this. This type of pergola, many pergola we develop in the villa, all four corners of the villa. Now this was elevation uh, with ferro cement, and also many arch lintels we developed in this building. Inside the apartment also some arch lintels were there. All arch lintels we did with ferro cement. And these tubular columns in the elevation you see from the first floor to terrace, they all columns are also precast ferro cement columns only. And the arch above the terrace also are from ferro cement. We developed the arch lintel first, and then they had a masonry above it. You can see in the next photograph, first we, yeah. So first what we did is develop the arch lintel with ferro cement, with TMT bar and mesh. Once the casting work of the mortar was completed and curing completed, we constructed a brick above this shape, no? Brick masonry above this shape. So no RCC was there, only ferro cement support and brick masonry, like that. These are the arch lintel. This span of this lintel, you can see it is 10 feet. And the lowest point to middle point depth, you can see is only 600 mm. So that shallow arch is there, but it is only on a 50 mm ferro cement structure, and the brick was constructed, brick masonry was constructed about. These are all arch inside the apartment, Anand Mangal apartment. All same way from ferro cement. Yeah, these are under construction photograph. So you can see the precast columns what we developed. We did casting of all this column and just fix on the wall, like a plastic surgery what we are doing for a human being. So just a plastic surgery of a building. Yeah. Now this was a huge construction I did with help of ferro cement technology at Gadhada Shamlaji for Pan India. It was a plantation project, agricultural project near Ambaji, and it was constructed in 1996. And we had a number of buildings in this project. It was in a 200 acre of the land. 150 acre was purely for agriculture, and 50 acre they provided for so many structure. Like one restaurant building was there, one project office was there, one nursery office was there, and cottages also be constructed. These are the photograph of restaurant building. It was almost 80 to 90 meter in diameter. In the center there was a big huge rock inside, so we just left that open to sky space for that, and for landscaping. And on the periphery of that rock we constructed this with help of ferro cement. The roof was totally of ferro cement, and supporting all brick masonry, and wall runner beam at the lintel level, like that. This was a huge structure we constructed. Yeah, you can see in the left side also. Now right side, this was a project office. They had a project office from RCC and brick masonry, but we changed the elevation in like a huge rock like a elevation we provided with ferro cement. Concept of this entire project was all building, they should merge in the nature, like that. So one should not feel that it is a massive construction project. So you will, it was in a hills only, so you will not find any structure directly, and you will feel the elevation. This was the original RCC brick masonry structure of for project office, but we changed the elevation like that. Then this was a nursery office. It is up to lintel. It was constructed with brick masonry, and above that ferro cement. And you can see the staircase we developed just on a brick wall. We nailed the 8 mm diameter bars. We developed the skeleton like this and applied chicken wire mesh and then plaster. Here we use welded wire mesh also. Welded wire mesh I was not using earlier, but after I had a visit at Pune and I just got the guidance from our respected Dr. V.D. Joshi sir, no? I started it. Yeah. This is also a nursery office. This was under construction. You can see the mesh structure. We developed from TMT bar and mesh, and then we applied the mortar above it. It was also size of 16 feet by 16 feet almost. These are the cottages. We developed 40 cottages. No, this cottage we had totally constructed out of ferro. Up to lintel, it was brick, and all roofing and all elevations they are from ferro. And another speciality of this cottages and that restaurant, we had a built-in furniture. So we developed structure in such a way that right from the plinth level only we started furniture along with and constructed superstructure, and the cottage or the restaurant was ready with furniture like that. All built-in furniture. No traditional furniture inside. So that was a unique thing in that way. This was the final look. You will never find a regular traditional building. You will see that it's a rocky structure only, but it is a luxurious finished cottage. We developed many ponds also in between because we were having a plenty of land.
Okay. So
Sure.
thank you very much, Udayanji. It was literally a nice feast having so much variety of structures you have built way back from 1988 up to 96,
Yes.
and still there is yet to come for the next episode. I really admire your variety actually, the domes, you have constructed with hollow bamboos and meshes, then the funnel type canopies, a unique idea for the petrol pumps,
Yeah.
the ferrous cement shuttering
Yes, sir.
from RCC, the folded slabs
Yeah.
of temples, the sculpture from Lakin Buddha and dragons, the ferro mountain, the farmhouse caves. So it's a very wide variety you have chosen and you have actually constructed.
Yes, sir.
It's really amazing. Only in general, and maybe on behalf of all of us, I would just request you to give your opinion about the cost aspect, because in today's presentation, we have mentioned about the cost. So not individually, but as a
Okay.
just comparing with RCC and why you chose
Okay.
the ferrocement on that particular structure. So your comment on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, these are structures which were constructed long back, no? In 88, 18, to up to 96. The cost at that time, particularly, the cement cost also was very less at that time when these were constructed. But uh, why we just choose the sparrow cement, no? Just to save the cost. Now, the first structure what I constructed, no, the very first structure in 1988, that picnic park. So the domes, what we constructed, it was, if you can see, it was just on the 40 mm diameter of a vertical pipe members and horizontal also 40 mm. Now, the same structure, we had an cost analysis for traditional 8 columns on the all 8 corners, beam on the lintel level, and then RCC slab in the same shape. So that cost was almost 2 to 2.5 times than the cost what we did, no?
Okay.
Like that.
So
That,
basically,
that much saving we did.
main attraction was the cost saving itself for choosing
Yeah,
the.
exactly. Exactly. And the slickness of the structure. You see, my structure was only a 50 mm, where all RCC member, even the slab was also they designed was not less than 100 mm, no? And after all finishing, it was coming up to 135 mm, no? Like that. So
Uh,
the slickness of the structure, the
yeah.
beauty of the structure, and cost of the structure, everything was attractive, no? Like
Yeah,
that.
but about this point again, in last episodes we have discussed, because of this thin
Okay.
element only, there is some doubt in the people's mind ki whether this will be really durable or not. Have you faced any such kind of
Sir,
experience? Because you have started in 88, and there is
sir,
code, IS code, and
still they are a live structure. They are very efficient structure, and by grace of God, there is no problem. See, I have constructed lots of projects in ferrocement, but by grace of God, only 2 or 3 times I have got some failure. It is like that. Not all structure are standing. I have got some failure because of the shape, particularly. One
yeah,
shape was of like a curvature, no, arch of 60 feet diameter of a curvature, and because of the shape failure, it was collapsed. But just uh, exceptional 2 or 3 cases,
okay.
100 of cases, they are
Yeah, yeah.
successful. No,
It's
there
good,
is
but
no
the main
problem.
point is how you succeeded in convincing those owners that this technology shall be used. How they believe
Sir,
in it.
charity begins from the home, sir.
Okay.
So Santej Farm, it was my very very close friend. Even today, we were studying in the school. So I
Mm.
convinced to him and his father, and they allow me like that. So
Okay.
charity begins at home only, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, people will not allow it.
Okay.
But one
Uh,
or two structure initially, I did, no. Then I was confident, and basically I am a professional photographer also. I am having a hobby of photography. So I
yeah.
started clicking, took all the photographs, and I was showing them other people whenever I am getting some chance, like that.
Yeah, yeah. It certainly requires that kind of passion and the devotion too.
Yeah,
So that is really admirable
yeah,
from you. Before we
yes.
turn over to the others for their opinion, one last question or other suggestion to you. Since these
Okay.
structures are pretty old, almost 30 to 35 years, so if you
Yes, sir.
can
Yes,
see
sir.
documentation, particularly of the structural auditing of those structures as on today, that will be very much useful for us to submit it to the BIS for the IS code and in
Okay.
support of this technology. So I request you to get
That,
this thing documented. That will be a very much useful material, in fact, for all of us.
Uh, I am having almost a very live communication with all these clients where I have worked.
Hmm.
By grace of God, still they are in a live contact. But what practical problem will be there since last 5 years, 5 years and above, I am here at Africa, no. So when I am coming to the India, I am having very less time. So I have to travel, no. But what I will do, I will have a communication with them again, and I will request them to send the latest photograph as on today,
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
and like that, and some videography or something like that, and I
What
will
kind of
share all
material you
that
can
data with you.
send us, and we can send it to the Development Society's office so that will
Sure,
preserve
sir.
and use it nicely.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, thank
Sure,
you.
sir.
Okay,
Definitely. Thank you.
first of all, I would like to invite Mr. Mohammed Sadiq ji. Your comment
Yes.
on presentation, sir.
Okay, thank you all. Actually, it's a very nice presentation. And
Thank you, sir.
yeah, thank you, Udayan Sani. Actually, you have
Yes.
started from 1988. That is it's a very courageous job and challenging job, I think, for you. Because
Yes, sir.
even today, it's very difficult to make people actually convince to
Yes,
go
sir.
for cement, because some of our
Yes, sir.
actually, I have designed one 45 feet dome, and I have
Yes, sir.
already constructed one 40-feet dome, and I have designed another 45 feet dome. Only the thickness is 50 millimeter. So
Yes, sir.
actually, the client they went to a senior professor of engineering university, and that professor
Yes, sir.
told that this will not be the same. So they don't they did not go for construction of
Yeah,
that design. So this is
that is true,
actually
sir.
we are facing this type of problem yet.
Right.
But
Yeah.
then even I failed to convince that professor that I told him
Yes, sir.
that okay, you go for you say finite element your say analysis. That analysis
Yes.
shows that it's safe, it's everything is okay. Then why you are not agree? He says no.
Right, sir.
I will not recommend this one. So that's the problem
Right.
we are facing. So you have actually overcome all this sort of problem since 1988. That's a very good job, and I must salute you that you have overcome all this the most
Yes. It's
difficult
really,
part. Difficult part, yeah. So
it's very courageous, as you rightly said, sir.
yeah, correct. Thank you,
Perfect.
Thank you
thank you.
very much, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
thank you.
shall we go to our Divekar, sir?
For last 33 years, he is working in this field, and we must appreciate his tenacity because it is very difficult to convince the people that this will work. Mainly, he has selected the shapes of domes and pyramids and vaults,
Yes, sir.
and all those are shell
Yes, sir.
structures, and people are not at all convinced that such a thin section will stand for a shell like this. But in that case, he has
Yes, sir.
used many a time bamboos or pipes as
Yes, sir.
at lintel level, at uh, hip rafter level, and that is how main structure is of steel or bamboo. And on that, he has put
Yes, sir.
in chicken meshes, 6 layers of chicken meshes. Everywhere he is
Yeah.
doing six meshes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Uh, that is
Sir.
what I wanted to ask. That how did you come to this figure of six meshes? Is it through experience
Yes,
only,
sir.
or has he done some experiments to get the strength? That is what I wanted to
No,
ask him. Thank you.
sir, actually, as what I explained, Mr. Rajendra sir also explained that my father also was civil engineer. He became civil engineer in 1956, and he initiated and he inspired me to take the training. So, from 88 to 96, till he was alive, he was designing that thing. No, in my training we were only guided to use 3 layers of the chicken wire mesh, but that was 22 gauge wire thickness with 10 to 12 mesh size, into in mesh size. So what logic he applied, no, we had a very long discussion on this, no, that 3 layer with 22 gauge we were not able to get it from the local market. All the way we have to order, then they were supplying us after 1 month, 1.5 month, like that, at in 1988. So what he developed this logic that let us reduce the thickness of the wire which is available in the local market. It was 28 gauge. So to make the cross sectional area of wire equal to the 3 layer of 22 gauge, he suggested 6 layer, double the layers, 3 above the TMT bar, 3 below the TMT bar. With the normal chicken wire mesh, normally we are using to cover the joints of bricks and RCC, no? So same chicken wire mesh we started to use. It was very easy to get it from the market. So we increased the number of layers. Instead of 3, we made it double, 3,
Sir,
6,
do you know
like
what
that.
did you do in that? The one thing that you did by using 6 layers of fine wire meshes, which was
Yes, sir.
equivalent area that you have chosen, that area of volume fraction was kept same, but the diameter of wire was reduced to about half. That has
Yes, sir.
given
Yes, sir.
tremendous rise to specific surface. You did not analyze it anyway, but indirectly you have increased the specific surface 5 to 10 times. And due to that, you have got high tensile strength in all your products. 6 layers of small diameter wire
Yes, sir.
instead of 3 layers.
Yes.
And that you have,
Yes, sir.
and
Did
you
not.
got it from experience. You did not do any analysis. You
Yeah.
just said,
Yes, sir.
oh,
I
all
have
right,
I
half the
have
cross
never desired.
section,
Yes.
all right,
Yes.
half the diameter.
So it is
indirectly
just
more
some-
you have
sturdy,
increased the specific surface, and that is what is
become
contributing to
more
the strength.
sturdy, more durable. With God's grace, the structures are still live. But it is because of this what the sir is explaining.
Even not a hair crack is developing, no, sir? Not a hair crack. You see it in the photograph. Not a single hair crack is developing.
It's a very good ending, sir. Thank you, sir, Divekar sir, for your excellent comments. Can I ask Mr. Owen? Have you got into all this?
Hello, Rajendra. Hey, Udayan, hopefully I can
Yes, sir.
follow your lead. I hope to build 1/10 of the structures that you built. And I really look forward to getting advice from everyone.
Thank you very
So,
much, sir.
Good job. Great job.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. very-
And one more I would like to share with you. The dome
Yes, please.
you have developed for intact structure, no?
The dome, yeah.
Same size of the dome. One of our member, Mr. Dinesh Patel, no, from Bharuch, he asked me and I guided him, and same type of the shell, but with a little bit different design, and size was the same. And he has constructed already in nearby Bharuch somewhere. I don't know exactly. I was here only.
Did
He sent me the drawings and I gave him the rib structure how to take, and he has constructed it. I'll share it in my next presentation, definitely.
Yeah, the dome on intact structures has that gutter
Yes.
as part of it. I believe that makes it extremely strong. It's like a belt around it.
Yeah.
It
But
also has,
it
Yes,
also
yes.
has a
But,
circular beam.
yeah.
A circular beam.
But in photograph what you have shared for intact structure, no, there was a RCC beam and column in the center to support the ferro structure.
So that's the elliptical building.
Yeah, but now we have what constructed with help of Mr. Dinesh, no? It is only a ferro cement, nothing in between. Only a
Yeah.
ferro cement vault, and it is standing over there. Very
Yeah,
nice structure he has done.
I understand.
I'll share the
men-
photograph next time.
The men building it put those columns in. I did not put them there. They
Okay.
thought it needed it. I said it didn't need it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Owen. Now we have one last expert and a last question to him, Mr. Leleji. I have question to you actually. By seeing all the works constructed by Udainji, he has commented initially that while doing the mortaring, he used a 3-layer system. That means the first layer was just to cover the meshes, and one on the inner side, and the
Yes,
second on the inner side, third on the outer side. So is
Yeah,
this
outer
system
side.
okay, or you are using the same method, or is there any change, or about your expert comments on this?
Fill the
Yes.
mortar
Go ahead.
inside the meshes, and later on we do plaster from both the sides. So we apply
Exactly.
the mortar three times. Actually, theoretically
Yes.
speaking, we shall be able to reduce the two times, restrict it to 2 times. We should be able to finish it simultaneously, both the sides. Practically, it is very difficult to do, but by precasting on side and doing the press filling parallelly, it can be done. Because I have tried, but to do it with the labors, it is very difficult. I know that because I am doing the same thing. I am trying to do it in 2 stages only. At least finish the one side in one go, and another side, and top finishing next day. That is a
Exactly.
ideal actually, but practically to follow the ideas, it is very difficult. Convince the labor to train them and to do it, it becomes very difficult. Another question to
Yeah.
you: when you apply ferro cement or tie it with structural steel, what happens there? Because I have found that the crack is formed with structural steel and ferro cement.
That is very good question, sir.
Because initial you have shown that you have used that GI pipes and you have fixed the ferro cement on the top of the GI pipes. Are there any cracks found later on, not immediately?
No, sir.
After 2 years, 3
No,
years.
sir. What I will explain you, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, during my presentation also I told that the supporting structure of bamboo or GI, only
Yeah.
in one place of Sate security cabin, we embedded the bamboos inside the mesh. But rest of all, bamboos were also exposed. They were not tied straight away with the mesh. And even GI pipe also, it was exposed outside only. We
Okay.
were just rested the roof above it to make it stable. Before casting of the mortar, we tied some binding wire somewhere throughout in the length. Then after applying of the first coat, no, we removed and cut all the binding
Yes.
wires tied with the main pipe
Right,
structure.
right.
No? So they were both were free. So
Structurally,
no cracks will be
it
there.
was only resting on it. Structurally,
Only- see,
cement was
yeah.
just resting on it.
Sir, if you can just, you are also well aware of it, that
Yeah.
the breathing of the non-homogeneous structures, no,
Right,
because
right.
of the heat
Right.
contradiction, it is different of
It is
pipe
different.
and it is different of a ferrocement also. So ferrocement is breathing very slowly. Pipe is breathing 2 times in 24 hours. So
Right, right.
the cracks develop, no, at the junction. So never have a bonding with the junction, no. Let it be free. Let it be free.
It should be free. It should be free.
Yeah. So
Because
there
while
won't be any
working
crack.
on similar grounds, I have put some membrane in between so that there
Oh,
should
yeah.
be, movement should be allowed. The steel structure has
Yeah.
movement, and for rigid structure there is no movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Let
in
the
RCC
steel
and
structure.
continuous
Yeah.
structure, I have observed that cracking.
Yeah.
So it
No,
should be
but
done.
in RCC, what I have done, like in Pavapuri, you have seen
Yeah.
that the structure was started. Even the Torrent farmhouse also structure was started from the RCC beam. So the dowels, they were coming out of the beam,
Yeah.
300 mm center. Then the mesh, what we are applying, no, we were taking them below the bottom of the beam, no, and we were
Right.
wrapping entire RCC beam also with the mesh, and then we applied the plaster. So what happened? That the mesh was throughout on the RCC also.
Right.
So no cracks were developed, no.
Thank you very much. We will continue this discussion. There is a
Next-
second
Sure.
episode next Saturday. We
Sure.
know all
Sure,
experts are very eager to exchange our ideas. And of course,
Sure,
certainly
sir.
the more courageous work done by Udayanji. Udayanji, for the information, we are also having another daredevil with us, Mr. Ullasji Parajpe from Jalavardhani. He uses not only bamboo but also some natural fibers
Yeah.
in construction of the built water tanks for the farmers. And so
Yes,
far, we have built thousands of such tanks. So we will
Yeah,
comments in the your next episode, and we would like to know more about that too. So we are already over time, so let us stop here. I thank once again for your nice presentation. Thank to all the participants for their expert comments, and we stop here. This Ferrocement Talk number 15, organized by Ferrocement Society of India, Pune. Let us meet on next Saturday on Ferrocement Talk 16. Again, the part 2 from Udayan Soni.